Red continued to mostly cover the trading board on Tuesday. AgDay's Michelle Rook has more in Markets Now.
Another down day in the grains on Tuesday. Vince Boddicker, Farmers Trading Company, is back with us. Okay, Vince, let's talk about corn and soybeans. We kind of continue to see pressure there. And is that market basically turned to a rain makes grain mentality, or what's pressuring the market?
That's what it feels like. There's really nothing threatening at this point, especially when we got through Monday's report and you were looking at corn 91% planted and beans at 78. So you were 5% ahead, and the fourth largest or fourth best initial rating on corn didn't help. I thought corn held together fairly well and what they could have done in there. But yes, last week, late in the week, you wondered if it wasn't end of the month selling, but after the higher start on Monday and we couldn't follow through on Tuesday, you got to think there's other factions that really don't care if they're long or not.
Also in the beans, is it just supply, or are we also maybe trading the lack of demand there?
Corn demand has been pretty good, but I think a lack of demand in beans very much so. And it is that time of year where it's slow. But I think we're at the slowest pace in 19 or 20 years for forward booking new crop beans out of the U.S. China's basically absent from that market. And I think people are looking at that also saying we've got acres out of here and, we're going to switch more to beans. We had more beans anyway. Do we switch more? And then we put on top of that the lack of demand. And why should we go higher?
We've had a tough day on Tuesday. Is the Russian weather story over, or is this harvest pressure?
I think the Russian story is over until you get into harvest and see what that crop is. You took a lot off of it, and then all of a sudden you saw, I think it was late Friday or yesterday, you did see some other organizations come out, and they weren't quite as low as some previous ones were. But harvest, definitely, you're sitting there ahead of schedule on harvest in both Oklahoma, Texas. We are yields from what you picked up, early yields above trend line. Some of the guys we listened to earlier today were thinking that next week's WASDE report could see that wheat carry out over 800 million bushels. And that's really not what the trade needs to hear.
Thanks so much, Vince Boddicker with Farmers Trading Company. We'll have more AgDay coming up. Watch Markets Now with Michelle Rook on the Farm Journal YouTube channel, keeping you updated throughout the day on the markets at the open, midday, and close. Find out what moved the markets today and what to expect the market to do next.